Hi everybody, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be starting with some embellishments on my Easter kit. And yeah, I'll bring you a flip through of my other kits that I am still working on. And I know that some people have bought this kit, so I wanted to show them what I am doing with the kit. Okay, right, so this is one of the items that I made. Oh, the other thing is that I have so much of dyes and I have a silhouette machine, so quite often I just make stuff, but I don't really use much of my dyes. So this whole idea about this is to use my dyes as well. Okay, so that's one that I've created, and then I've created this, which is a bit of a dangle. Okay, now you can decide how you want to use it. So you can also, like, use it as a page dangle, where if I use it as a page dangle, I'll poke a hole in here, a hole in here, and then I'll probably put a stitch pin on it to dangle off the page. Okay, so that's another one. And then I created an Easter egg. Okay, right, so let me tell you what I've used, and then you can see for yourself. Right, for the materials or for the pages, I've used these from my Easter kit. So I've used this page, and I think I used the blue. So I used these two pages. I used the blue, I think the yellow, and the pink, if I'm not mistaken. So we still got the green, the peach, and the lilac. Okay, so those are what I actually used. Then I also used some coffee dyed cards, 160 GSM board. I used some die cuts, but I'm not sure whether I should show you the die cuts because I live in South Africa. You might not get the same thing. Okay, maybe later on in the video at the end, I'll just probably put some of my photos of the die cuts I used. So I did use the die cut for an envelope there, and there's another envelope over here as well. When we're working on it, I will show that to you. Then I use, like, what's this word, butterfly die cuts, and squares, and then a circle punch, and then I have Easter egg die cuts as well. Right, so now what I wanted to let you know is that you don't necessarily have to use dies in order to do this. I'm saying die cuts, but it's dies. You don't necessarily have to use dies in order to do this. For example, you can fold a little piece to make an envelope. Okay, you can use not a die cut for a butterfly, but you can use an actual butterfly, like, a fussy cut, like, for example. Right, so you can use like butterflies like this instead of butterflies like that. So I could take out a butterfly and I could put that in there, and this is a fussy cut butterfly. Okay, so you can cut your own squares and stuff like that. And for your flowers, you can buy ready-made flowers, because they do sell ready-made flowers, or you can cut flowers out and add it to that. And then with the Easter eggs, you don't have to have a die. Okay, you can actually create your own Easter egg, and that's what I did over here. If you can draw free-handedly, then you can do this as well. Right, so those are some of the stuff that we are going to be creating today. And then I use book pages as well, and a stamp, okay, just for light stamping, and some labels, and some what's this here, flat back pearls. Okay, I use some flat back pearls, and I love walnut stain, but today I think I'm going to use, or for this project or this journal, I think I'm going to use tea dye. Okay, so I've got tea dye out, and then I don't know, maybe some other stuff. Right, so let's get started. Maybe we should start with the easiest one first, and this is the Easter egg one, like that. Okay, so on this one over here, I don't know why I'm saying okay so often today, but yes. So this here, what I basically did is I used the die as a template to cut out that one there, and then all I added to it was some flat back pearls. So I'm going to use this one now, and I am going to flip this over. I'm going to place it over here, and then I am going to trace around it. Okay, so in your case, if you can do this free-handed, all the better, because then you can have different sizes of Easter eggs. Now I probably will go and cut out some Easter eggs for the different sizes, etc., on my silhouette. And the reason I like using you know, dies simply, excuse me, give me a second please, sorry about that. Excuse me, I have a sweet in my mouth, and that's just to stop me from coughing. For some reason, as soon as I get onto film a video, I start to cough. Okay, and that's not nice. Okay, so where was I? I was saying that the reason why I like to use dies is because they're so easy. Because, you know, with the silhouette, once you start cutting, you can cut a lot out at one time, for sure. But just to set up the machine to cut, here's a biggie. Sorry. Yeah, just to set up the machine is a big problem. And then also with these, you get that nice embossed look, which you don't quite get with those laser cutting machines. But I love it. Love my silhouette. In fact, I've got two, and I won't trade either one of them for the world. So just cut like that, something like that, and then you can take your eraser, you can erase the lines. So if you haven't checked this kit out as yet, it's on my Etsy store, and there is a video showing you all the pages in it, and if I may say so myself, it is adorable and really, really nice. Oh, my eraser is not too clean, as you can see, but nevertheless, let's do that. Right, so what do we want to add over here now? I don't know. On these ones, I added the big ones, and I can add one here and here as well, but I don't know. I might add extra, I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. Oh yes, you need the scissors, you need a pencil, you know, you need all the ordinary things that we always use, nothing, you know, different. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna add some of these little stuffies all over, like that. Yeah, so I hope you are well. And what's the other color we have? We have yellow, so we can use yellow like that. Hope you are well, and I hope that you're going to be enjoying the weekend. You've got your crafts lined up for the weekend, what you're going to be doing and stuff like that. So yeah, don't know if I want to put it there, maybe there, depends how much you want to use. You can also use what's that word? No, I don't. I'm trying to get the word. Can't get the word. I'll get it. like, you know, your stickles or the Nouveau stuff and things like that. So you can use those as well if you want. Now that green is totally off, but who says we can't go with cream? Okay. So we can use this. So it looks like I need to get some green dots, and you can also use the other one, the one that comes in a roll, the tape one. You can use those as well. I feel it might need, okay, let's use this for the green. Add that there, maybe one here, and I still think there needs to be a pink there. Just looks too plain. Done. Okay, so these are the ones that's decorated. You can even leave it plain. You don't have to use any of these things really. Right, so and then this one here, you can leave it like that, or you can put little pieces of well, you can add some of these to it. Okay, because I don't think I want to add any more of another color, I mean the pink, to it. Something like that. Okay, yeah, so that's basically it. Now I don't like adding too much of this, simply because I don't want it to become too bulky. Let's add that there. Right, done. Okay, so we are done with that one there. Right, that's done and finished with. Let's go to the next one. The next one, let's see, would be, so those are those there, right? And then let's say, okay, so let's do this one now. So we're going to use this one here, let's put that flower there, this one and this one. Right, so the envelopes that I have are different types. So that was the one type, this is another, and then I've got a smaller one like this. But what I don't like about this, and I didn't realize it, was that it's got a slit over here, you know, right there. I don't understand why, okay, but I'm going to use that slit to my advantage. So I guess if you have, you know, you can use it. Oh no, I've already inked, so you don't need to ink, but I will ink this a tiny bit here like that. So what I'm gonna do is that I am going to show you what I'm gonna do with that slit, because just in case there's anyone out there that also has the same one, they can see. Now this came right up till here. I just cut it down there to use it. Okay, now, oopsie, what is happening? So there is some preparation in this, but I think if you do it in bulk, you know, cut them out in bulk and stuff like that, it will be better. Me, I'm doing 3 different types of ephemera over here, so obviously I'm not doing it in bulk, kind of, you know. So this one, I'm going to take it and I'm going to fit it through my slit, something like that. Okay, then I'm going to say, okay, let me just glue it on, because I don't want it to start falling out. So I don't really know exactly where I'm putting the glue, but I'm just putting a tad, you know, a little bit so that it holds wherever it makes contact. All right, and since I'm not putting it into the book right now, or I'm not using it to embellish anything, I'm okay with that, because then all I'm going to do, and then I made these flowers, right? So once again, dies, but I mean, I didn't want to show you, or I didn't want to assemble it in front of you. It just takes so much of time. Let's just add that one there, and then this label. So how I get small labels, you know, 2 or 3 to a page or something like that, to get my small labels. So like that. Okay, so that's the one. This one isn't sticking too well. Okay, we'll leave it there, maybe it'll stick. And then this one over here now, let's do this one. Okay, yep. And this, you know what, I'm so sorry, but I'm thinking about the next one, and I quite forgot that you needed some speciality stuff on it, but I'm going to show you how you get away as well if you don't have it. Okay, so I know that as young journalists we think we don't have items, but because we buy so much of craft stuff in general, most people buy so much of craft stuff, that somewhere around you actually have it. So for those people that are beginners, or you know, just don't buy a lot of craft stuff or unnecessary ones, like for example what I'm going to show you now, you might not use it all the time, so why buy it? I've got it simply because I've done beading before and I have the supplies, but yeah, not necessary to have it. Okay, and there's always a plan. Okay, there's always a way around stuff. Trust me, I know. I live in South Africa. You'll notice that I don't do Tim Holtz stuff in a hurry. Got the stamps and things like that, but the papers and the stickers and embellishments, I don't use them because they are way too expensive. So yeah, I will have the stamps, I'll have some of their dies and things like that, because those are things I can use all the time, whereas the papers and the stickers, yeah, I mean, once used, it's used. Okay, this is what I was supposed to do on these. Let's add it. Okay, let's add this on it. It's not, yeah, it's not that I don't like Tim Holtz. I really love Tim Holtz, but I can't afford to buy his stuff. I'll be honest. Now look at that, how annoying. Let's try here, because sometimes they come out all in a strip. There we go. Okay, like that. So that's that one, and then I think I put this one away, but luckily it's to the side. Yeah, so 1 2 3 4 maybe. So if you are in South Africa and you are watching my videos and you want to know where I got my stuff from, etc., let me know. Because I know quite a few people actually want to know on occasion. Right, that's done now. I like that. Next one. How cute. Now they can go on whatever. Right, how do we do this now? So what is it that's so out of the way here? I got a charm and I got a jump ring. Okay, however, you don't need the charm. And the jump ring, instead of attaching with the jump ring, you can attach with a piece of cord or embroidery thread or floss or anything like that. So it's not necessary for the jump ring. You can even use a stitch pin, right, to do that. So next, these are stuff. There. And ta-da! And the rest you see in the tray was just extras. So what do we do now with this one here? I want to add it at an angle. The reason why I want to add it at an angle is if you are using you're using it as a dangle, then it'll look better as at an angle. Okay, then you can just ink this a bit. Somehow inking it even a little bit just makes it look I don't know, a whole lot nicer. So like that. So there we are. Then what I did is, this is one of those play things, and my son poked the holes in it. Man, I was so upset with him. He was studying over here and he decided, oh, I'm going to poke some holes in them. And I was like, you shouldn't have done that, because I mean, I have older children. So, you know, this one was something I just kept. I'm poking it quite to the bottom, taking this here and also poking it but to the top, simply because I want the jump ring to go in. But before I put the jump ring in, not to go in, to yeah, you know, don't poke it in the middle and expect the jump ring to work. It's okay, wrong one, the blue. It's not gonna work. That's a bit too much of glue. Just gonna take some out there, add this here, and trying to get flour in the middle as possible without what's this one, covering that hole. So, oh, you see what I did over here? Here I stamped, here I didn't. Can you see that? Okay, so that was stamped in the background. But I mean, you know, just another way to do it, because I took out my stamp. There's it lying over here. That's one I know. All right, so I think I showed you this, or I told you this before. When you pull a jump ring apart, you pull it that way and not left to right. Okay, then you put your that in. Okay, and then you add this in here. So this is not a beading session, just by no means is it a beading session. Okay, just showing you one way to attach this. Like that. Come on. I can't see where I'm attaching it. There we go. In there. And then like that. Like that. Ta-da! There it is. How cute is that? Alright, let's do the last one now. I'm going to trim off these sides here. I don't mind the butterfly going over, but I don't really want the paper to go over. And then we are almost done, like that. Okay. Let's let that dry. Jumpery, I mean our pokey. Pokey. Let's add the flower. So I'm following a different steps, because I want that to dry. So while I wait for that to dry, it should be dry enough now. Flip it over, cut off the excess here and here, like that. Okay. Here too. Flip it over, cut off the excess. But here I'm a little bit more careful because there's the butterfly there as well. Okay, so I must make sure I don't cut off the butterfly. Cool, done. And here might be a little bit more tricky because the butterfly is actually on that paper, this paper here. Oh, it's not. Well, it is, but it's not stuck to it. So that's good news. Yep, cool. And there's a little bit on this side here. Okay, and now let's take the last bit here. Hold there. Our tools. Can you hear my son? So, sorry, I lied. This one first, because this has to go at the bottom. Okay, so like that, you know, I just flip it around. Depends on you. Something. Don't know. Can't see the holes this time around. They're there. Just finding it more difficult to see the hole. There we go. So I'm going to turn this around because I can see better. There we go. Like that. And I would have tried to look at that, ladies, look at that. Would have tried to let it zoom you in, but my phone doesn't work too well on zooming in, so you were going to see a blurry image. Third time lucky, hopefully, because I didn't close the jump ring properly. Right, that's better. And then add the butterfly. But before I add the butterfly, just distress it a little bit, like that. Add some glue to it and add the flower. I mean the butterfly, like that. Okay, if that sets, a bit. Let's come back with these ones now and add the final touches. So is it going to be a blingy blingy journal? I don't think so. I'm not. Is it going to have full of lace and stuff like that? Nope. It will have lace. It will have stuff. But I'm just not the full-on lace person and stuff like that. Girly girl, I say, but not girly girl. That's that one. The yellow now. I take about 4 and I add it. So this is the end of the video. Very, very simple video in terms of what you can create. Okay, but really it's about using your dies, and I've got bunnies and stuff like that, so I probably will do some embellishments with bunnies and stuff like that. Yeah, so very simple. Don't forget about your dies, because I know quite a few of you have dies. Okay, and just like me, I mean, I'm saying it from experience, I create on my journals, but I forget to use my dies. I forget to use my dies, and I forget to use my embossing folders. Yeah, because that's so crooked. But yeah, so I'm going to try to use them more often. But when I do use them, and I have to show it to you, I will always try to give you alternatives, because not everyone has the same dies and stuff like that. Or you can even have a butterfly, but it might not be the right size. And that's why I like the silhouette, because you can make it the right size. There we go, done and dusted. So what do we have over here? Let's see. I'm going to put still shots of this, because I don't think I get a very clear image when I even hold it up to the camera. So I'm going to put still shots of them, but it is working with our dies or not. Okay, you saw how I traced that. I showed you you can use a butterfly over there. You can cut your own flowers or buy ready-made flowers, everything. And here you don't have to use that. You can use some what's this, cording to attach it. Okay, so let's just put these out of the way so it can help you to see better. So I'm not sure how well you can see that. Okay, that's one, and then, oh no, 2. I'm hoping it's clear, because it's being blocked, so I can't really see the screen. And the 3rd one. Okay, and then we did the envelopes. Can't show you all together. That's one. Another one. And the 3rd one. And then we did the Easter eggs. Now maybe the Easter eggs, I can put them all on to my hand like that and show that to you. Okay, simple embellishments to go onto our ephemera that we create. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that you will give it a try or give it a shot. Remember that yes, this is Easter, okay, but these don't have to be Easter, in the sense that if you got butterflies, you can use butterflies wherever you want. These two don't have to be Easter. I'm just doing it because I'm doing my Easter kit and those colors work so well. That's the reason I did it. yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and then also if you haven't subscribed as yet, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and please add a comment if you've watched this video to the end. I would really appreciate it. Your comments help me to get noticed, and the comment for today is anything that you want to, but you can also use the comment Easter ephemera, okay? And that is it. Remember that if you want to have a squiz at my kit and, you know, have a look at it, then I'm going to leave the link below on my to my Etsy store, and you can go ahead and go and check it out. It is a generous 33-page kit. It includes the ephemera in the kit, not these, but ephemera in the kit as well, and it is on a 20% discount at the moment. Take care, everybody. Lots of love from me, Santhony at Sunny Creates. But more than that, have a blessed weekend, and I shall see you on Monday. Bye bye.